animals, welcome back to the animal channel, and in today's video we are going to be doing the episode 2 of Adopt Don't. We're so excited and we can't believe it aired yesterday, the episode 1. You can go check that out, it'll be linked below. So the first thing I'd like to say about this series is that we will be finishing the series with a trip to an animal shelter, and I know that this has been a very long coming experience, so yeah, let's get into the video. So what I will be talking about in this video is when to adopt, where to adopt, how to adopt, and why you should adopt. So, the first thing is when. So, adopt is a very important subject, and you need to just really do it when the time is right. You need to have everything prepared because you need to be prepared for the following 3 events. And would be that you get a pet and they are very fragile because their past has been very scary and they might be very overwhelmed. So that is the first event you need to be prepared for. The second event you need to be prepared for is that your pet is scared of you. Now, this can happen with everyone. It's a very common subject. Don't think you did anything wrong. These pets have been in cages almost their whole life, and then if they haven't been in their whole life, they've been in animal cruelty for their whole life and have just gone to the shelter and then you pick them up. So that means that they've changed homes. Ugh, it smells like perfume. Yeah, I don't think that any of you should ever feel like it was your fault that your pet doesn't like you. They will warm to you if you give them pats and if you give them love and you give them all the support they need. You are doing the right thing. The third event you need to be prepared for is that you're scared, and if you're scared, well then, if you're scared, you know what, don't worry about it. All you need to do is research. So that was it for when you need to adopt. Now let's move on to where to adopt. Where to adopt is a very important point in this Adopt Don't Shop. This little series. And where to adopt, I'm going to be listing some very important things that I think you guys should know. Where to adopt, you can support local animal rescue places, animal rescuers. Quick little story time. When we were looking to get a rabbit, we weren't gonna adopt one at first. We were gonna get one from a rescuer, which is technically adopting still. Sorry. We weren't going to adopt one first, we were going to buy one first. But we thought we'd look into some rescue places. And there was a rescuer and they had all these bunnies. But she was very she would when a bunnies got up and would sniff us and she would flick them. So she was a bit of a domestic violence person. So to her rabbits, so we didn't bother going to her. And then we found Petsville, which is a shop and where you can adopt from. You'll hear more about this in this segment, but yeah. You will hear Cherry's story in the next episode of Adopt Don't Shop. Anyway, so you can support local animal rescuers that aren't as creepy as that lady, but most of them are really nice. They're small little people. They're usually they're just 5 people. Some are even one person that goes around, rescues some rabbits or dogs or cats or any pet and puts them into homes. So you can support the local rescuers. You can even support big places like RSPCA, ASPCA, and domestic shelters. And yeah, you can also, if your friend is giving up one of their pets and you are going to get a pet, take their pet, because we don't want them going into a shelter. Just a quick interruption, and that is that we would like to
check the links down below, and also first link is going in the description.
Is the first video.
It's going to be the first video of this series.
Adopt Don't Shop episode 1.
Yeah, so
Check that out.
Check that out before you watch this.
And also make sure to check all the animal rescues in the link.
Because we're having an animal rescue website. So just check them in the link. Thank you guys so much. Love you.
So, how to adopt is a very big open question, and there are so many answers. So, how to adopt is, there are lots of possible outcomes for this. You can do it online, although I will be talking very thoroughly right now about why you shouldn't really adopt online. If you are like, oh, I want to check if this shelter has, for example, a bull terrier, Australian bull terrier dog, so I'll check on the website because we're going to adopt tomorrow, so I want to check it out. Yeah, so you can do that. That's fine if you just want to look at the website. You can also reserve a pet, but if I were you, I would want to meet the animal before I get them. So that is actually why you probably shouldn't really be. Obviously it's your call, but if you listen to what I just said and you're a true animaler, you would have kind of focused on the little argument I just said. Look at Jerry, he's right there. Yeah, so another way to adopt is you can actually go to the shelter and meet all the pets. But if you are like not really wanting to go to a shelter, you can always check with your friends, is anyone in your family adopting? Because if they're not, then I would be happy to take their pet and stuff. You can always do that. And then you can always go, again, just go to the shelter, meet the pets, check with your friends. Are you have any good shelter places that we can look at adopt from? And then there's always just the online thing. Always ask the shelter if you've got any questions, if you want to reserve a pet, have a couple of look around, because there are so many pets there and they all want homes. So that's why it's very important you get to know them and you meet them. So another little subject that I thought, because this is just how to adopt, so I thought it would be a nice idea to include how to help. So how to help is just if you are willing to go to the shelter, donate some of your pet's old toys, or just new toys that you buy. You can make them toys that your pet doesn't want anymore. You can always post a picture on Instagram and say, hey, check out the shelter, there are so many animals there, and hashtag adopt don't shop. And that is why I feel so strongly about this subject, so I want you all to help, even if you just talk to everybody who is wanting to get a pet soon. Go to the shelter and adopt. It's worth it. We'll now be talking about what it means to adopt and what you can do to help. I know I already covered this topic, but we're going to cover it again. So adopting, it means that you're saving the lives of countless animals. And did you know that every day in Australia, 99 rabbits are homeless on the streets, in shelters? Sometimes they even die by getting hit by a road or something. So that is why you guys should be adopting, not shopping. And we are still contemplating whether to get Cherry a friend, and if we do, we will be adopting. And yeah, any place, anywhere if you're adopting, if you are spreading the word, if you even see a stray dog in the park, or even if you just see like a sick cat in the streets, you can take them into the vets, you can take them into if they've got like a name tag, you are helping the animals and you are helping them not end up in shelters. Because we in Australia do this thing called the RSPCA, and it is a shelter. At the end of this series, we'll be finishing the series off by going to a shelter, and yeah, you guys will be coming along with us. And we will be going to RSPCA for animals big and small, and it really helps. And if you guys would, if you guys donate your dog's old toys, your cat's old toys, your rabbit's old toys, like Cherry doesn't really use this watermelon toy, so when we visit, I'm going to be donating this little we're going to clean it, I'm going to donate it to the shelter bunnies there, and then yeah, we're going to be giving them some stuff, because Cherry never uses that pear, he only uses his hay wheel, that apple, and the ball and the tunnel. So yeah, that's all we'll be doing. But if you guys would like to like, comment and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and adopt, don't shop. And we'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to check out our episode 1 of this series. You can check it out, I will link it below. And yeah, until then, what do we say? What do we say, Cherry? Eat hay. Alright, great. Great to know. Alright, bye. Cherry, are you saying bye? Okay, alright. Bye, guys.